Hi, I'm Alyssa Guevara, one of the weather observers here at the Trinidad and Tobago Meteorological Service. Welcome to the Synoptic branch. Welcome to the observation deck of the Trinidad and Tobago Meteorological Service Synoptic branch. So here, weather observers like myself, we come up here every hour, 10 to the hour, to take routine observations. We also take special observations, but there are certain criteria which, guide those observations. On an hourly basis, we come up here to measure the visibility, and we use visibility markers to determine what visibility it is. So, for example, from here we can see the Larigum Stadium in Arima, the lights for the stadium, and that is 7 kilometers away from us. So, markers like that we use to determine the visibility. We also look at the present weather. So, usually the weather is what determines our visibility. So, right now, today is a bit hazy, so that is going to limit our visibility. All right. Presently, the visibility is about 16 kilometers based on our visibility markers. We also look at the cloud coverage. So we look at the total cloud, our celestial dome, or the full sky, as we see from all we can see from the horizon, is divided into 8 octals. So we measure the clouds based on how many octals. So it's like a pizza pie that you cut into 8 pieces, and you decide how many slices are occupied by cloud. All right, so that's how we get our total cloud. We also look at the different types of cloud. We have 10 different types of cloud. We have low cloud, medium level cloud, and high level cloud. So we identify each one, we identify what type it is. And all of this information is recorded in our observations every hour. So right now, presently, we have a lot of cumulus type 2 clouds, right? And we have a little bit of stratocumulus. Sorry, stratocumulus. So here we can see, we look around the entire celestial dome, as I said. So I would usually walk around to make my observations. Besides haze, we also have a bit of smoke today in certain directions. So all of these things will be recorded. We also record if we are seeing showers in our vicinity and things like that. So every type of weather is recorded, and we have to make a continuous observation of what is taking place in the atmosphere. So even though we do these reports every hour, we have to keep a continuous watch. So sometimes, especially like in dry season, we may have a bushfire that pops up that may limit the visibility, and we may have to do a special report in a case like that. So we also do reports for the aeronautical or the aviation services. So we not only do reports for synoptic purposes, but also for the airport. So with a bushfire popping up that may reduce the visibility, we'd have to do a special report because pilots coming in will need to know how far they are able to see when they are coming to land or even when taking off. So today we are mainly seeing a lot of cumulus clouds and a little trace of stratocumulus. So over in this direction, you'll be able to see the cumulus clouds, the little puffy ones, and right at the top, you'll see some little thin strips of gray cloud to the top. That is stratocumulus cloud.